Graduation is a time of great rejoicing, a time of triumph, a time of hope, and also a time of poignant memories. It is a day which signifies sacrifices, which in return are the fulfillment of one's dream. It is not the end of one's perception, but a beginning of an end. It is the ray from the light which every completer will follow, so as to reach the goal of success. Indeed, finishing the challenging school year during these trying times of COVID-19 pandemic is remarkable, since it has inevitable to face and accept the new normal landscape of education. It has been a school year of extraordinary hard work, dedication, and passion for all school leaders, teachers, learners, and parents in dealing and coping with chosen learning delivery modality to meet most essential educational requirements. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all witness the Agtangao Elementary School presents the virtual completion ceremony, school year 2020-2021. Welcome to Agtangao Elementary School second virtual completion ceremony. School year 2020-2021 with the theme Strengthening Quality Education Amid COVID-19 Pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, the Department of Education officials, Schools Division of Abra, Benilda M. Daitaka, EDD, CESO 6, OIC, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Soraya T. Facuno, PhD, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Hedwig M. Belmes, Chief, Curriculum Implementation Division and Action Officer, Francisco A. Castillo, Public Schools District Supervisor, Ladies and gentlemen, the Agtangao Elementary School teaching and non-teaching staff, Benita P. Sabino, Principal 2, Elizabeth V. Castillo, Master Teacher 2. Sunny B. Borja, Master Teacher 1. Marites B. Navarro, Teacher 3. Graciela P. Bisquera, Teacher 3. Hyacinth M. Gulam, Teacher 3. Antoinette B. Bayugo, Teacher 3. Cleta B. Gonzalez, Teacher 3. Cheryl B. Boreta, Teacher 3. Jenaline B. Benabese, Teacher 3. Telma T. Blanco, Teacher 3. Ma Cheryl B. Lanas, Teacher 3. Mariel B. Morales, Teacher 3. Gertrudis B. Bersalona, Teacher 2. Mildred M. Valeros, Teacher 2. Mary Rose B. Balubar, Teacher 1. Jennifer B. Aidu, Teacher 1. Joel Christian A. Baile, Administrative Aid 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the singing of the Philippine National Anthem to be followed by the prayer.
Our loving and generous God, we praise and thank you for the bountiful blessings you have given us. Thank you for giving us a mind that can know and a heart that can love. Thank you for giving us the chance to continue learning amidst the pandemic that had caused a lot of changes in our lives. We are sorry for the times we have failed you. We humbly ask for your forgiveness. Father, help us stay focused on our studies. When learning becomes difficult, grant us the gifts of courage and enthusiasm. Grant us the grace to use our knowledge in making a difference into the lives of the people around us. All this we pray in your mighty name. Amen.
Majestic mountains, blessed with nature's flowing fountains, blooming flowers and verdant hills, is the region of murmuring rills. Here the freedom-loving people, strong our bonds, it's hard to topple. For freedom we rise and fight, our priceless ancestral birthright. Cordillera, region of wonder, hail. Beloved land, your name we shall not fail. Honor and fame to you we strive to bring. Your glory one we shall forever see. Neath the skies the rays may gather, angry clouds may crazy wander, but the sun shines forever fair as we climb up the golden stairs. Dreams of peace, of oneness and progress, cherished those our region presses, striving to build a brighter dawn for children to call their own. Cordillera, region of wonder, hail. Beloved land, your name we shall not fail. Honor and fame to you we strive to bring. Your glory one we shall forever see. Storms all heard of valleys and hills, where the old Filipino heroes pray. Nice volcanics land lay and breathe nature's gift, virgin lands and willows and narrows promenade, land of towering mountains, hills and rivers, murmuring waterfalls and chanting Indian pride. Yes, Sabra, oh Maria Sila, Ilocan just woman fighter for freedom. Oh Abra, ever Yahweh, oh Abra, ever dearest. Here we come, here we are Albanians, together all from near and afar. Our hands, our minds, and our hearts, to you we dedicate. To you greater hearts we shall hold war, upward rise, Abra, dear land, upward rise, Abra, dear land.
Words, when shared, have the amazing capacity to energize the mind. It takes us into the realm that go beyond our imagination. It is then so essential to nurture the mind with such a positive thought. And to welcome us all on this momentous event, Sharel B. de la Cruz with high honors on her words of welcome.
We are graduating in the midst of a global pandemic. To the graduates of 2021, here before me and behind the screens, I have shared with you my story, our story, in the current condition that span the world. May we all continue to conquer our battles, be it within us and among us. And if the world has been and would certainly be unforgiving, may we all remember to forgive and be forgiving. We were in lockdown from social events and work, lockdown from what could have been boundless opportunities, lockdown from the benefits of being a citizen of a country we live in, and a good number of us choose to leave and return to our home countries. Would like to begin by recognizing our parents, families, and loved ones, especially my mom and dad, who may not be physically present with us, but who are, as always, cheering us from the big screens of Great Hall or on their devices. Our lecturers for imparting their wisdom, who have recently acquired the #1 spot in the recent QILT survey across NSW. All faculty and staff whom I have witnessed first-hand display their resilience amidst their unprecedented times. Anne Whitelock Courtney O'Connor for spearheading the various scholarship opportunities. Rowan Courtney O'Connor, our CEO, and Daryl Courtney O'Connor, our founder and chairman, who have been ever present in 3 graduation sessions throughout the day. A pleasant day to one and all, and best of health to everyone, from my screen to yours. I would like to begin by recognizing our families, our loved ones, especially our parents, who have been with us since day one. You have been our pillar of strength and patience with our education. It sounded fun at first, knowing we won't go to school every day, but when our modules started to pile up and the lessons were no longer as easy as our teachers taught them to be, you were there to hold our hands till we made it to this day. Many of you, our dear parents, have very little know about science, math, English, or even mapping. But you took the responsibility upon yourselves to learn with us, to teach us and hurdle with us the many challenges this pandemic has brought upon us. You deserve the congratulations over and above everyone else because you were never prepared and was never paired for a teaching career. But look, we are graduating and you all did a very good job. To our teachers, thank you for making us feel your presence and support, for your personal touch deeply felt, even if the modules were all that we had for the rest of the school year. Thank you for always finding ways to reach out to us. You may not always be physically present with us, but we believe you are always cheering us from the big screen of your cell phones and computers. The world may sometimes misunderstand you behind the closed door of your classrooms this pandemic, but we know your hardships, your sacrifices, and your desire to deliver quality education to each and every one of us. You were our certified frontliners, and for that, we offer you our snappiest salute, sir and ma'am. To my fellow candidates for completion, mabuhay tayong lahat. We are actually graduating in the midst of a global pandemic. Little did we know that last year, in the month of March, when we were sent home from school and classes were put to a sudden stop, was also the very last time we would step foot on Agtangao Elementary School. It is a bittersweet memory and feeling because classes were over in the blink of an eye. And so, we were not given enough time to say goodbye to our dear friends, classmates, and teachers, whom we will not be seeing most likely for the next 2 or 3 years. But if there is something we must learn from this pandemic, it is to always live each day as if it were our last. Let us show our utmost love to all those we love, because we never know what tomorrow may bring, just like what this pandemic did when it hit us. And if the world has been and will certainly be unforgiving, may we all remember that is always hope and that tomorrow is always another day. May we all continue to conquer our battles and may it within us or among us. May we turn to each other as pillar of strength, hope, and trust. At the end of the day, we have no one to turn to except each other and our God, from whom all blessings flow. Again, a pleasant day to one and all, and I welcome you to the virtual graduation of Batch 2020 to 2021. Thank you.
The presentation of the candidates for completion by our able Principal of Agtangao Elementary School, Mrs. Nenita P. Sabino, and for the acceptance by our active Public Schools District Supervisor of Banguet District, Mr. Francisco A. Castillo, and for the confirmation by our diligent Chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division, Mrs. Hedwig M. Belmes.
I have the honor to present to you the candidates for completion of Agtangao Elementary School this is school year 2020-2021, composed of 34 boys and 27 girls with total of 61. I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the K-12 basic education curriculum prescribed by the Department of Education. May I therefore request the district supervisor for the acceptance.
Having been presented and certified by your school head that you had satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum, I hereby accept your graduation this July 2021 and recommend its confirmation to the school's Division Superintendent Representative, Mrs. Hedwig M. Belmes, the Chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division and our Action Officer of Bangued District.
Having been presented and accepted that these candidates for completion have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education on K-12 Basic Education Program, by the authority vested in me as the Chief Education Supervisor of the Curriculum Implementation Division of the Schools Division of Abra, I hereby confirm your completers this school year 2020-2021. With all the privileges appertaining thereto, you can now enroll as grade 7 students to any public or private secondary schools in the country. Congratulations!
Congratulations! The distribution of certificates to our computers school year 2020-2021. Grade 6 St. John, under the advisory class of Mrs. Elizabeth V. Castillo. Azurin Roland B. Balitnang Mark Algen L. Bisquera Ronald Royce P. Butanes George Ezekiel A. De Guzman Mark Kevin B. Dukayag Johannes Clyde A. Gorospe Jansen R. Makaundas Asnawi D. Timangen Christoph Kim A. Valera Derico James B. Vigilia Cadel John B. Ancheta Camille Ann B. Balitnang Edlin G. Batalier Christian Alexi S. Batalier Summer Don C. Bermudez Chesley V. Borja Jude Madrid S. Bringas Siana KV. Cabarobias Precious Nicole G. Kasim Aina M. De la Cruz Ashley Mabel G. De la Cruz Sharel B. Dukayag Yasmin B. Galien Eunice Niña R. Jeronimo Jarmy Yudel B. Onrobia Micheline B. Pedros Princess JM V. Tobias Jocelyn V. Villarreal Cassandra Joyce B. Zapatero Erica May V. Grade 6 St. Francis, under the advisory class of Mrs. Graciela P. Bisquera, Anikal Jefford T. Baldos Calvin Guess A. Beharin Aldrin Dave C. Bilhera MJM. Bisquera Scott KZ Stewart O. Blaquera Erickson B. Budunya Alkin S. Bulor Hansen Mark B. Bonilla Mark Anthony M. Bonilla Rio C. Borja Antonio Jr. A. Boreta Harley O. Boreta Richard A. Buado Jonathan R. Cabarobias Dwayne R. Dimaandal Janly Kyle V. Malyari Briggs Denver A. Ortega Mark Joshua G. Princena Nelmar B. Princena Tyron B. Sebastian Daryl B. Talamayan Reños Glenn G. Chugalbo Arvin J. B. Baltazar Criza May P. Bonilla Nika B. Dukayag Jana Laika R. Elbenia Emelia Joy Marie A. Ignacio Richelle B. Laila Nasiba B. Torres Tony Andrein G. Valera Princess Diane R.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies, It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
I congratulate all the graduates and completers of school year 2020-2021. Your graduation or moving up is a monumental milestone and accomplishment not only for you, but for your family and the people behind your success. Years of dedication, perseverance, and sacrifice have brought you to this significant moment and have prepared you to survive in the real world. The COVID-19 pandemic has greatly affected the education system, but the various learning platforms and the innovative strategies employed have made education possible even during emergencies. The challenges have not held you back. Rather, this helped propel you forward. Indeed, your endurance during these trying times was exceedingly demonstrated in this year's theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. The diploma or the certificate you are receiving underscores a turning point in your life towards greater horizons. This achievement is the fully paid insurance you get after years of hard work and will serve as your passport to promising opportunities. Thus, use it well to strive above every occasion. Congratulations as well to the parents, teachers, and school officials. You have done a meritorious job in motivating and molding our children to become responsible members of our society. To the school staff and management, more power as you continue to be our partners in providing quality education our children truly deserve. Once again, I wish all the graduates and completers the very best in your endeavors. God bless us all.
My heartfelt congratulations to all of you, senior high school graduates, kindergarten, grade 6, and grade 10 completers of this school year 2020-2021. You are the best example of resilience in steering through the adversity and disruption. Even if COVID-19 is here to stay, you have proven your agility in bouncing back bravely. I am honored to take part in celebrating your success in the completion of all the rigorous requirements of the new normal setup of learning. Thus, you have made it to the roles of confirmed graduates and completers. You have reached this far, yet you can reach farther as more doors of challenges and struggles may open for you. More wider opportunities may also await you. You may not be able to climb up the stage and be able to hear claps and cheers from classmates, friends, and relatives. But please feel in your hearts that we, your teachers and school heads, including your parents, feel so happy and proud for your achievement. Keep your hope burning, your passion shining, and your dreams alive so that you can continue to share your energy, thoughts, potentials, and empathy with your peers, with your family, with your community, to the nation, and to the world. Your graduation is a great occasion to celebrate. This is a proof that the Department of Education continuously keep on strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic. You have dared to overcome the fears of how can learning take place at these times. You have leaped out of the limits of your comfort zones and welcome the challenges of distance learning. You courageously and willingly participated in the innovations and new ways of learning. Now, you helped light the torch that will lead to better and developmentally appropriate practices of gaining knowledge, honing one's skills, discovering one's potentials amid this crisis the world experiences right now. May you continue to live by your resilience, be guided by your strong determination, and be motivated by your capabilities that amid the COVID-19 pandemic, you can hold still and keep on moving forward with care and compassion toward fellow men. Please join me in expressing gratitude to your parents, teachers, and school heads who toiled alongside you through normal and disrupted situations. Let us also thank our barangay officials and volunteers, the municipal local government units headed by the 27 mayors, the provincial local government unit headed by Honorable Joy Valera Bernos, the Congressional District of Abra represented by Honorable Joseph Santo Niño Bernos, and all other partners like the national line agencies, non-government agencies, alumni, and the like. Let us thank them for the support and assistance extended for the delivery of distance learning this school year 2020-2021. They have been there through thick and thin, so that learning must continue at home. Once again, congratulations! With prayers and perseverance, you have reached the destination. Good luck! For this is not the end of the journey, because more crossroads and U-turns, left and right paths will be there for you to explore. But above all, you are prepared and ready to embark. Again, congratulations, thank you, and God bless to all.
The fruit of hard works and sacrifices has come to reality, a victory that cannot be denied. The prize and manifestation of support and love of dear proud parents. The awarding of trophies, medals, ribbons, and certificates to deserving completers of school year 2020-2021. Jeronimo Jarmy Udel B. with high honors. Daughter of J.R. and Camilla Jeronimo. De la Cruz Sharel B. with high honors. Daughter of Roel and Sharon de la Cruz. Batalier Summer John C. with high honors. Daughter of Patrick Jason and Manilyn Batalier. Borja Jude Madrid S. with high honors. Daughter of Ernesto and Jocelyn Borja. Ancheta Camille Ann B. with high honors. Daughter of Manuel and Karen Ancheta. Villarreal Cassandra B. with honors. Daughter of Arnel and Blessy Villarreal. Galien Eunice Niña R. with honors. Daughter of Julie Galien. Balitnang Edlin G. with honors. Daughter of Editor and Jenaline Balitnang. Baltasar Crisa May P. with honors. Daughter of Rodolph and Rubian Baltazar. Anikal Jefford T. with honors. Son of Jeffrey and Janeline Anikal. Talamayan Reños Glenn G. with honors. Son of Glenn and Jackie Lou Talamayan. Living would be hard. Living would be sad. But live must have to prove by yourselves. On behalf of the batch 2021 of Agtangao Elementary School, Jarmy Udel B. Jeronimo, with high honors, as she delivers her farewell address.
To the faculty, administrators, class of 2020-2021, and especially my family and friends, it is with a great pleasure that I speak in front of your screens and monitors today. It is with a sense of pride and a little bit sense of lonesomeness. That I am making this farewell speech for the outgoing batch of class 2021. Yes, when I was asked to prepare these words of farewell, I was both happy and lonesome at the same time. Lonesome because there is a universal truth we all have to face whether we want it or not. That universal truth is, everything eventually ends. As much as I've looked forward to this day, I've always disliked endings. Endings like the last day of summer, the final chapter of a great book, or parting ways with a close friend, and to you, my dear classmates and teachers, whom we have not even spent enough time with. But endings are inevitable, dear friends. The sun sets, leaves fall, you close the book, you say goodbye, and today is one of those days for us. Today, we say goodbye to everything that was familiar for the last 7 years of our lives. We are moving on. Although this is not how we expected it to be, due to the unprecedented times brought about by an invisible enemy, COVID-19. We had one of those one-of-a-kind experiences. Our learning experiences will not be any less than the regular and ordinary. We are special. All we had were our modules, our parents besides us, and our teachers in front of our cell phone screens and computer monitors. But we were all able to make it till this day. That is why I am also happy. Happy because goodbyes also mean new beginnings. Goodbyes also mean hello to new adventures. Goodbyes also mean hello to new adventures. Goodbyes also mean we are ready to board and sail our ships off to embark a new journey. Today is indeed a victory within itself. And before we take our final leave from the gates of Agtango Elementary School, let us not forget to offer a special tribute to the unsung heroes who are most responsible for our success. Thank you to our teachers for believing in us and our ability to learn. In spite of the fact we never got to sit in your classes like we used to. To all our teachers, from kindergarten to grade 6, we owe half of we are to you. May God hold your weary hands and hearts in His loving embrace, and may He bless your kind hearts with more patience and commitment as you brave the demands of the new normal in education. Over and above all, we acknowledge and give praise to our loving God, for He has given us meaning and direction in our lives. The pandemic has brought tragedy in all places near and far, but we remain strong and standing because of God's blessings and grace. I am a person who believes in the cycle of life, and hence do not believe in the concepts of farewell and goodbye. So, if we must bid each other farewell and goodbye today, know that if not tomorrow, or next year, or in the near future, we shall all see each other again in the sea of life, in our own ships, anchored in our own successes. After today, each of us will go his own way, seeking his own goals and desires, and I fervently pray that each of us will find his own rightful place in life, happy and fulfilled. So long, farewell, and may God bless us all.
At this point in time, Summer Don Batalier with high honors will now lead the completers batch 2021 in their Pledge of Loyalty.
Pledge of Loyalty. Faithful to my alma mater, I hereby pledge my undivided loyalty to her and her ideas, promising to uphold always her standards and traditions, and to endeavor to do my duty to my my country and to my people, wherever I may be, the best of my ability. Ever remembering that in so doing, I shall have lived to the highest and fullest expectations, and shall make myself a worthy child of her, my alma mater. So help me God.